guys, how's it going? We're gonna start a new creative world, and I'm just gonna show you what I can build. I can't build very much. I'm not very good, but might as well try, you know? It is like 11 o'clock. I'm just kind of grinding. Alright, let's see. Got a cliff right here. It's kind of nice. You know what? Let's just explode stuff. Doesn't that sound like a lot of fun? Let's see what we can do here. Oh, there's a snow biome. This is kind of cool. I like this. Oh, this is really cool. Look at this little snow biome we got here. Just a tiny little sliver of snow. So, let's see what we can work with. I'm thinking we build a huge fortress. Like a gigantic fortress, because why not? So, where is it? You could start with this stone brick wall, I guess. And then I'll just claim this land right here. And then we'll try to make it really nice and cool and everything. And then we'll see what we can make out of it. Build it right about here. Just build a long little road here. Here, let's do this. So I know I'm a little slow because I'm on mobile, but it'll work.
Like.
He's fine. He's fine. Talk about it somewhere. This is really boring. I know y'all don't like it much, but I'll see if I can add a Subway Surfers video, because why not? I might as well talk about random stuff. My teacher was like, in 4th grade, like, so rude. It was actually insane. Like, she would just get mad at me for the most dumb reasons ever. Like, bro, what did I do? Like, one time, there was this girl sitting across from me, and I don't know what she was talking about. I still don't know what she said, but she whispered something to me. It wasn't anything important. She was just being annoying. And I leaned in to see what she had to say. And, oh, would you looky here? The teacher said that I wasn't listening in those 0.2 seconds that I asked what. I actually didn't say anything. I might have said what, but I don't remember saying that. And then she would just yelled at me and said, go sit in the other room. So I went to the other, there was 2 teachers. We had 2 classes, 4th grade. And there was a door, because there were teachers that were both friends, and one was really nice, one was really mean. And of course I got the mean one, because I love my luck. But like, she was like, alright, go over to Miss, blah, 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 I don't know her name. And I went over there, and she was like, yo. And I was like, hi. No, I'm just kidding. I was sitting in the corner. I was just sitting there, like, kind of crying, because she was so mean. I mean, she yelled at me for no reason. She didn't even know what was going on. She just yelled at me to go to the other room. And then she called, I don't even think she did call me in. I think I had to stay there for like the rest of the class. She was super rude. And I was just there. It was super annoying. I was mad at everything because there was people looking at me and it was super embarrassing. 4th grade. You still can't control your emotions. You just, but like, and I was like, bro, what did I do? And there's other stuff, like one time I was in the corner of the room. I have a little bit of ADHD, so I looked away. Like I was looking through the windows and blah, blah, blah. And it was like for a split second though. I mean, it wasn't like I was just daydreaming and she was yelling at me and I couldn't hear like in the movies or anything. It was just like for like 10 seconds, not even. And she was like, Logan! That's my name. And she just screamed at me. And then she said, pay attention. And she was like super mad about blah, 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 whatever she was talking about. I don't even remember. I'm too lazy. And she just started yapping about whatever that was. And I was like, what? Like, why am I in trouble for this? This is your yapping stuff. I don't care. Let me drift off and do my own thing. Super rude. Got all mad at me because of it. And she was just so mean, like specifically me. She made one kid cry for no whatsoever reason, which made me really mad. It was just one time where, I mean, it wasn't really her fault. I mean, the kid was kind of crying like crybaby, but he was just, I don't know what the teacher was doing. She was doing a representing of something. She was like, so if you've ever had a teacher, she'll be like explaining something and she'll be like, take Jimmy for chance. And then she'll start explaining something that he's never done before, just, you know, to show the class what it actually was happening. And the kid started to cry. And we were just like, oh, it's okay. Oh, yeah, we're sorry. And I didn't say that, but the teacher was. She was all sad about it. But when she makes me cry, it's a whole nother story. And this was 4th grade, so remember, I was new to the school, too. I didn't know anything. And it was 4th grade, worst year ever. And I just didn't know what to do with my life at that moment because she was extremely rude. And I was like, hello, there's a kid here that's in 4th, and she still does it. I was in 5th, not too long ago, and she got mad at me because there was like car there. I switched to car instead of bus for a little while. I know I kind of betrayed the bus people, but I had to because we had moved for a little bit. And she just yelled at me because, what was it? It was because they were calling my car lines, and I didn't hear her because they said my last name, not my first name. And they were talking a bunch, so I didn't know if they were just, talking or blah, blah, blah. So I was like, huh, what's going on? And she just went, Logan, as loud as she physically could. My eardrums, they hurt. Like, bro, it did not need to be that loud. And she started like crashing out on me. And I was like, chill. And it was in 5th grade, so I'm much more chill than 4th grade. 4th grade was actually crazy for me, but... And she was like, Logan! And I was like, what? And she was just like, go to your car. And I was like, first of all, chill. I didn't say anything, but I was like, I was sure mad about it. I just didn't want to make a scene, I didn't want to start screaming or... I mean, I didn't really want to scream. I was just mad in general. Like, you're yelling at a kid. You're just yelling at a kid for no whatsoever reason. But she'll have my sister soon, so we'll see how that goes down. And that's not going to be great for her or for me, but I actually don't really care. She kind of deserves it. And if anybody's talking about something like this, and it's Logan, and I am super annoying. Which some parts I understand. Like, I am annoying. But some parts were just general crash outs that I didn't know why. at all she did that. I was like, bro, chill. And she just would be like Godzilla type stuff, bro. I was like, first of all, you gotta relax. Take a chill pill. And she was like, and she would just get mad at me. She would interrupt people during conference calls. And it wasn't really just me. But, like, you can kind of understand the basics. It was, like, super annoying. What did I do type stuff. And I didn't understand one bit of what I learned that year. And then 5th grade, much nicer teachers. I learned literally everything I needed in the matter of, like, seconds, bro. They were like, all right, do long division. I was like, how do that? And they were like, here's how you do it. And I was like, oh, that's what I was trying to learn the entire year? And it wasn't my fault. It was hers. So I was like, come on now. What is wrong with you? Why are you so mean? And she just did all that mean stuff to me, which I got really mad about. And I'm still mad about it today, but the more I look back on it, the more less mean it really was. But, yeah, it wasn't very bad. I mean, I feel like that made me a lot tougher. I don't know how to explain it, but it was a lot, I don't know. It felt like army training, bro, I swear. Like, Logan, come here, Logan, Logan. It was all about me doing something wrong. It was never anybody else. Never one of the girls. They would do, the girls would bring baby bottles to school. It was weird. And then they would drink out of those instead of normal bottles. I don't know. And I was like, bro, come on now. You don't gotta be doing all this stuff. And then I would get in trouble, like, they'd be like, you're talking to them about the baby bottles. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of funny. But also kind of weird at the same time. And I didn't know what to say. And she was like, no, and I was like, bro, just let me say what I want to say. She was like, no, I was like, why do you have to be this way? Why are you so difficult? Just teach me what I need to do. Like, that's what teachers are literally called out to do. Like, they're like, you want to teach? Sure, I'll teach. And then, no, there is some parts, like, you're put through all that, which is really frustrating. Like, I wouldn't want to be with a bunch of little kids, and then they'd just be yapping all day. But 4th graders, that's a different story. They're a lot better. And the kids she got this year were a lot more disciplined. And so I'm guessing that's what she had all the other years, and then she had our school, and she, like, started to crash out. But I low-key don't care. Kind of deserved it. Really rude, but kind of toughened me up a little. Am I glad that happened? I don't know. If it affects me on my later life and I'm tougher about it, I do feel tougher. Then sure it affects me, but like, it was just like, really like.